Hey y'all, I've been asked to make a video on how I created the checkerboard pattern that I posted on Facebook yesterday. So here we are, we go into Pattern CAD and we're going to hit Draw Line. I have Continuous Line checked and you're going to check Snap to Grid. Now to get started, I always hold my mouse down for 1 inch and just get the line going. Then you're going to count over 20 inches, which is 4 of the bigger squares. So 1, 2, 3, 4, click. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, click. 1, 2, 3, 4, click. And back up here. And then you're going to go over and you're going to do every single inch. And the nice thing about using the Snap to Grid is you don't have to be dead on the corner. You can just be really close with your mouse and it's going to make it dead in the corner even if your mouse isn't pointing right at it. So you don't have to worry about it lining up. It's going to do it for you. So when you're down here where your line is already drawn, you can tell where you are because it'll have the double node. So you can tell if you've clicked the right spot. So you're just going to continue to do this until you fill in this whole second square. And the reason that you make it 20 inches per inch is because you want it to be a 1/16 inch apart line when it goes to actually make it into the pattern. So when this shrinks down to a 1 inch square by 1 inch square, it's going to print these little lines every 1/16 of an inch, which will be your fill that's going to give us the effect that we're looking for. So then I come over here, back up here, and back to here, and we're finished. It's just that simple. So before I save it, I say Optimize, and you've got your start and your stop where you want it. So we just say OK. And you'd save it then. And I save this as checkerboard 1, meaning that it's a checkerboard pattern that's going to be a 1 inch square. You can name it however you like. But just a note, this is actually a better pattern than the one I shared with you on Facebook this morning because my brain got to thinking about it and I figured out a better way to do it. So you might want to create your own, or you can send me a message and I'll send you another copy. So let's say we wanted 2 inch squares now. So what you always have to remember is that for every inch of square, you need 20 inches in your creation. So in this case, we would need to go across 8 squares for a 2 inch square. So we would start our line and then we count over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we're going to need to arrow over a little bit to give us some room. And then we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then back up. And then, whoops, undo that. Last one, we want it right here. And that's going to give us our lines every 1/16 of an inch in a 2 inch square. So you would just continue to do this the same as we made the other pattern, except we're making it 40 inches across and 20 inches down instead of the 20 by 20 the other way. So it's 8. So just remember your math. 4 of these big squares, which is 20 inches for every inch of square. So this will make a 2 inch square here and a 2 inch square here when we go to put it in our pattern. I'm going to close this out now and show you how to put this into a pantograph. So here we are in Panto Mode Advanced. And let's say we're going to have a 4 inch tall border by 40 inches wide. So we're going to say that it's 40 inches wide, and we're going to say that our border is 4 inches tall. Okay. So now, because we want to use the 1-inch checkerboard, we would divide this 4 by 1 inch, which would give us 4 inches. So we'd have 4 patterns. Down. Then I'm going to say all. And I'm going to say that in all 4 rows, I'm going to have 40 inches wide. And we know that our pattern is 2 inches wide. So we divide it by 2, we get 20 patterns. And then we say select pattern. We go to our 1-inch wide pattern. We open it. And then it has it up there, but you can see it's not in a checkerboard. So what we need to do now is we need to hit alternate. And we say flip. And we use this top flip thing, and it flips it, and there's your checkerboard pattern. Now, when you go to sew in zones, no, I don't want to save it. There you are in your checkerboard pattern. And what I want to show you is that if you optimize it, it prints it all in one thing without any breaks, because we created really nice stops and starts where it could do that. So it's all set up for you the way you want it to be. Now let's say we wanted to do our 2-inch pattern instead of our 1-inch pattern. And so in that case, you would divide this total width by 4 inches, because it's 2 and 2. So this one is 2 and this one is 2. So you would divide this by 4, and you divide your height by 2. And that would give you your proper settings for a 2-inch pattern, but you would need to change your pattern then to the 2-inch one that we created earlier, this one right here. And then this would need to be 2 rows. Nope. Can't do it that way. Let's go out of here and start over. No. Pantograph. So we'd have 2 rows. Okay. Select all. We want to divide our width. Oh. So our width is 40, or yes, 40. And our height is 4. Okay. And then we'd say, so 40 divided by 4 is 10. And then select our 2-inch pattern. And then say alternate and flip. And now you have 2-inch checkerboard pattern. So I hope you get the idea. Thank you for watching. Have fun.